Hello guys, welcome back to Sports Corner GH. My name is Adam. So guys, in today's video, we are going to touch on a Ghanaian coach who has changed careers, and we are going to go into details of why and his background of changing careers. Also, we are going to discuss black stars and Ghanaian players in preseason. Some are doing very well, some are scoring goals, some are now arriving in team camp. We are going to give you all the details you need to know on that live here on Sports Corner GH. If you have not yet subscribed, please make sure to subscribe. If you have already subscribed to, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. So guys, let's quickly jump into it and begin with this particular Ghanaian coach. He's here. His picture is right here. His name is Capasta. Yes, Capasta. If you're a Ghanaian, let me just jog your memory. Gasmila versus Capasta. Telemo, he was the musician that Gasmila featured on that song. The song is Telemo. I hope you can remember that song. It was a hit song back in the days. And this coach right here was the one featured on the song. Now he has changed career path. He is now a coach. And let me tell you something. Before he was appointed head coach, he has led the team to the 4th position currently on the table. Now he is the head coach of IK Jackerin. Yes, IK Jackerin. And he also has a FIFA coaching license. This is what I'm going to say about this. I'm going to do it very quickly. What God cannot do doesn't exist. See, God can change your life within seconds. Yes, God can change your life within seconds. What is the possibility he was going to get another hit song? No. But God decided to create another door for him to become a coach. Who knows? Maybe in the future he can become one of the head coaches of the Ghana national teams. Let's hope and pray he does a very good job, because we need the best of the best. And I'm happy for Capasta for his new position as head coach of IK Jackerin. Now, let's move away from that and talk about Mohammed Kudus. Mohammed Kudus has finally arrived at Ajax. Yes, for preseason. Now, there are rumors that Mohammed Kudus would be leaving the club. But then, since he has not left yet, he still has an obligation to report to team camp for preseason. Now, before he joins the team for preseason, he is supposed to report at the Future Sports Complex. Yes, the Future Sports Complex for a mandatory medicals. This medicals is done for all players who went to play in the international break, and he's now doing his. Now, Brighton are expected to make an official bid this week. Yes, Brighton and Hove Albion are making an official bid for Mohammed Kudus this week. We'll make sure to bring you all necessary details you need to know about that. But in today's video, Mohammed Kudus has arrived at Ajax camp. He has done his mandatory medicals at the Future Sports Complex before joining the team for preseason. So guys, that is the latest. Now let's move away and talk about yesterday, the game that was played. It was trending everywhere. Manchester United vs Leeds United. It was Manchester United's first preseason game, and I want to tell you this: there were 3 Ghanaian players in that game. Yes, 3 Ghanaian players in that game, and they all did well. They all shined throughout the game, and everybody is talking about this players. Now, the first Ghanaian player I'm going to talk about who played that game is Kobbie Mainoo. Yes, Kobbie Mainoo. We made a video about him some time ago. You can check it out. Now, Kobbie Mainoo would likely be part of the first team if he continues performing this week. Yesterday against Leeds, he played 45 minutes. In that 45 minutes, he had 42 touches, 3 dribbles attempted successful, and then passing accuracy was 87.7. Wonderful performance. He has earned respect and grace, and the fans are happy about his performance because they see that he is the next midfield maestro. Kobbie Mainoo. Now, another Ghanaian that featured heavily for Manchester United in that game is called Omari Forson. Yes, Omari Forson. He was a force to reckon with in that game against Leeds. He is one of the young boys who could probably break through to the first team if he continues to perform like the way he did against Leeds, because the performance was 10 over 10. 10 over 10 for Omari Forson, who is also a Ghanaian player, very young Ghanaian boy. These boys are teenagers, and I hope GFA is taking a critical look at this boy, because if we have to work on our catch them young policies, we need to start looking at these boys and start talking to them. Being part of their development is very necessary. Also, we had Daku Jebi. Daku JB, who is also a Ghanaian player for Leeds, he featured in that game against Manchester United. He was on the other side. He was playing for Leeds. His time at Manchester City didn't go well, so he transferred from Manchester City to Leeds. And then Leeds, with the new coach, and then the fact that they're playing Championship, he's going to play a vital role for them next season so that they can quickly qualify to the English Premier League. So Daku JB is also a Ghanaian player who also featured in that preseason game. So 3 Ghanaian players who featured in the Manchester United versus Leeds United game: Kobbie Mainoo, Omari Forson, and then Daku JB. Very young teenagers. And I pray the GFA have a plan to approach these players. If they can't approach them by themselves, they should use the likes of Asamoah Gyan, Sami Kufuor, all the big superstars in Ghana to talk to these boys so that they can change their mind to play for the nation. Now let's move away from this and talk about this particular player. I made a video about him just a few days ago. Ibrahim Sadiq. Now Ibrahim Sadiq is on hot red phone. He has scored a goal again for Hacking. He has scored a goal again for Hacking, BK Hacking. They were playing their Champions League qualification game against TNS. Now, if you don't know TNS, their full name is called the New Saints. The New Saints. If you don't stake bets, you never know them. TNS is one of the teams that the bet people like. TNS, yes. BK Hacking won that game by 3-1, and Ibrahim Sadiq happened to score to be one of the players who scored a goal in that game, and everybody is happy and talking about this player because, see, if you have goal scoring problems, if you have a forward scoring goals, I mean, it's high time we call this player back to the national team because we really need goal scorers in that national team. He has so far scored 11 goals in 12 appearances for BK Hacking, and he's on red hot form. And I promise you, let's watch out for this player. Ibrahim Sadiq is going to take the world by storm. Now, moving away from one Ibrahim, let's talk about another Ibrahim. This particular Ibrahim is called Ibrahim Sulemana. Yes, Ibrahim Sulemana was just last season playing for Hellas Verona, helped them survive relegation. Now, he has now transferred from Hellas Verona to Cagliari, and Gary just started preseason. He was the first player there. Seriousness. He's serious about his job. He was one of the first players to arrive in team camp for preseason, and the coach is excited about a new player. He's at the door. I saw him trying to say, so that he can start training because he says he means business. He means business this season for Cagliari in the Italian Serie A. So Ibrahim Sulemana means business. He has already arrived in team camp for preseason. So guys, this is the latest we have for you concerning Ghanaian and Black Star players in preseason. Let me know your thoughts on this down below in the comment section. What do you think of Capasta's decision to change career path and become a coach? He's doing well at it though. So make sure to follow up on all this and make sure to bring you updates wherever you need in life here on Sports Corner GH. If today is your first time watching, as I said earlier, make sure to subscribe, turn on notification. I'll catch you in the next video. Charlie, we go vibe.